this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Diggity dank.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. New books, new books, new books. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is...
Hi, I'm Kristen.
Nightwing's number one fan. I don't know, I'll thumb wrestle her for that. I don't know. Alright, so we got lots of new books. We have new books next week, too, but this time we'll talk Nightwing 118. We'll talk Batman and Robin Year 1, number 1, World's Finest, Nothing But Nightwing, I Know What You Did Last Crisis. So yes, we got robbed last month, but this month we'll have a new issue of Nightwing this week and a new issue of Nightwing next week, so don't get spoiled, kids. All right. So, what do you want to discuss? I say we save the Nightwing book for last, and Batman and Robin. We can talk the rest of the stuff. So, what would you like to talk about?
Well, it came out first, so I guess we should start with I Know What You Did Last Crisis.
Yes.
Which I got because I like the title. I thought that was funny. I like when they have those punny titles. And it was pretty good. So the very first story is about Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it features 1985 Batgirl Barbara and Killer Croc, and it's really good. Oh, wow. Really? And then there's a Birds of Prey story that is, I forget the Crisis, that one is. But that one's really good too. And of course that one features Oracle Barbara. So those are two really good ones. And I didn't even know about this Crisis, but there's also Dr. Flash or Dr. Light, the female Dr. Light, in Millennium, which I think I missed that Crisis. So there's a couple deep cuts. But of course, this is the issue where Dan DiDio wrote his little story about Infinite Crisis where Nightwing dies.
Oh. Wait, so we got the version where he dies?
Yeah. And it's totally ridiculous. Like, you honestly almost can't be mad about it because it's so ridiculous that it just makes you laugh. Because what's in it is, so it's Nightwing. He is talking to Oracle and he sees something weird. So he goes into this warehouse and you can tell it's weird because he's like, I see this. And Oracle's like, I don't, what are you talking about? And then he goes into this warehouse and it's revealed that the weird person is Connor. And Connor is like, I died and you were supposed to die. And I'm kind of mad about it. And so now you have to die so that the world can reset and we can go to the way it was supposed to be. And Dick is like, isn't there a way we can figure this out? And Connor's like, no. And he just like shoves Dick into this sphere. And he's like, and to make sure that the utopia basically that's supposed to happen happens, you have to die an infinite way. Like every version of you has to die.
Oh, wow.
And so Dick is going like through this endless succession of deaths. But of course, in the continuity, after Connor shoves Dick into the sphere, then he's all of a sudden in his basement and Cassie comes down and she's giving him a hug and she's like, oh, hey, baby. And she's like, shouldn't we take those spheres up to the watchtower? And he's like, no, it's cool. They're good here. And then they say, oh, Tim's coming over. But he's dressing up as Batman, and it's like the superheroes just do it for fun now because there's no crime. Because apparently Dick dying his infinite deaths has left us with a utopia. But also, and they do say like, oh, you're sacrificed. Batman, when he sees him dead, Batman is like, oh, your sacrifice kind of thing. But honestly, Connor kind of looks like a huge jerk.
Well, yeah.
So it was funny. I was reading some people's reviews on, what is it, like Geek or something? The one where people can submit user reviews. And this person, very funny, Spidey Whiteys wrote, Whoever let Dan Dildo write his murder porn wet dream needs to follow him out the door. I get the book is a horror book, but every other story is about overcoming a threat, and they're all fine. But that one story ruined the book. Dan character assassinates my fave Connor, who at least looks like himself despite being written as a bizarre evil OC. Sends Nightwing on a never-ending death trip for literally no reason, because Connor willingly sacrificed himself and came back a little over a year later, and I'm reminded of his boring-ass cookie-cutter relationship with Cassie as a cherry on top. I know it's an AU, but good lord, it was the worst story I've ever read in my life.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I don't think it was quite that bad.
Yeah.
And then somebody else said, well, that was something. The Dio manages to kill Connor's character as he slaughters every dick in the multiverse, LOL. The serious tone, the callousness. I have to say, Dio is really playing into his internet persona. I didn't really like it, but it was so over the top it didn't make me angry. That was CO2 Goddess. I feel like they summed it up nice. Those two summed it up nicely.
Oh,
that,
nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really feel affected. I just was like, wow, that sucks. And yeah, I really felt more insulted for Connor, particularly because of the way he has Connor keeping these spheres hidden in his basement. That's very, and Katsi says like, oh, they should go to the watchtower, and he's like, no, they're fine here. I don't know. That's very shady.
It is.
So yeah, like Dick gets shoved in and dies over and over. I mean, it's a weird idea that if Dick dies, the whole universe will be better. But I don't know. Mostly he didn't write Connor very well.
No, not at all. And again, it seems to Dido. It just seems like he's going, look, see. It's like, and if they had gone through with that plan in the first place, you wouldn't have gotten a Utopia story.
Oh no, 100%.
You would have got Jason versus the tentacle monster. That's.
I mean, you're never going to get a Utopia story in comic books, because then there's no point in having the superheroes. I mean, you might get like an AU Utopia or something, but that's not going to be the main continuity.
Exactly.
Plus, it doesn't make sense. Like, really, one hero dies, and that suddenly like leads to peace on Earth. But yeah, like people have said, it was honestly like so over the top. And of course, how it wasn't even him dying in this universe. He has to die, and you see it in the. I think it's on DC Universe Infinite. So when it gets back up, you can read it. But I mean, I don't know. That wasn't even part of the original Infinite Crisis. I don't think was that. I mean, Connor didn't have to die in every universe. So the fact that he's like, oh, Nightwing has to die every version of him, and you see in these spheres like at one point there's images that have like multiple versions of Dick dying at the same time.
Just seems petty to me.
Right? Yeah, a lot of people said that it felt really petty. So, I mean, yeah. Honestly, it was kind of hilarious that it's jumped the shark, as they say. But the other stories were pretty good, and the one was with Barbara. Both the Batgirl one and the Birds of Prey one were really good. So it does have a couple good ones, but the Dial story is pretty ridiculous.
Exactly. All right, and then because I was gonna read.
But honestly, Connor fans should be more upset by his story than Nightwing fans.
Well, everyone could be upset.
Well, I mean, because Nightwing gets to like make a sacrifice, and Connor ends up looking like a jerk.
And then the Nothing But Nightwing. That just came out, right? Digitally.
Yes. Yes. So they also sent an email out today about it. So it's going to kind of be like those webtoons that I keep telling you to read, since they see how successful Wayne Family Adventures is. So it's going to be for your app, so that you can. So instead of scrolling this way, like pages, it'll be it'll be like you scroll it up like down. A webtoon, endless scrolling. So it's just supposed to be just another option for what you want to watch. And they do specifically say, hold on, let me bring up the email.
I thought I saw they said like the first chapter's out, but then the next one's not coming in until like next month, and then it'll be weekly starting next month.
Yeah, it says it launches November 20th. So it'll be new webcomics and then also reformatted Mad DC Comics and Mad Magazine. But so they say they have different genres. So like there's a Harley Quinn one and it's romance comedy, and Nothing But Nightwing is action comedy. So it's by the same guy that wrote Red Hood Outlaws, which was the webtoon. It says, after several failed civilian identity career attempts, a bar, a gym, etc., he lands his biggest deep cover operation yet as an international supermodel. He's got the eyes of the audience, the other models, and even a few agents. But he only has eyes for one thing, the Poison Ivy protege on the hunt to steal the expensive and environmentally harmful jewels around the models' necks, and perhaps the models themselves. But can he serve justice and serve looks while traveling the globe? The spotlight is on Dick Grayson in Nothing But Nightwing, because his first gig is an underwear print campaign.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that it is action comedy, because we know I love the comedy. So that was like, it's hilarious. I showed it to my friend today at work. I was like, you gotta look at this. And I mean, the colors are good, and it's so hilarious that the way they started out. It's like, I didn't think about my clothes that much, and they're like, as you scroll down, there's like 2 glowing peaches in a tree and stuff. It's really funny. I would say the only thing that I didn't totally love is he goes home from doing this model thing. And of course, he has this guy's card because some casual capitalist is like, you smile too much and your walk is terrible, but you know, you've got good looks. I could make something out of you. Call me, because a lot of my models have gone missing. And, you know, like totally uncaring that his models have gone missing. And then Dick goes home to Barbara, and Barbara breaks up with him.
Oh.
And she's like, you need to find yourself. You don't have any hobbies. You're just, she's like, who is Dick Grayson? And so then she leaves, and Nightwing and Dick is all sad. And then obviously Barbara breaks up with him. So he's going to become a model because he has to find himself. And he also has to find these missing models. So a little bit absurd.
I mean, I'll give it a read once the app starts working, because as of we're recording this, I was trying to read it not too long ago, and the app, you can't search. You type something in the search bar, hit search, and it's just a blank screen. So
yeah, I mean, I thought it was. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I was a little surprised, sad that Barbara broke up with him, because of course that's super duper the opposite of what's happening in the main comic. So I was kind of like, oh, what? Like, why is this happening again? Yeah. And of course, her being like, who is Dick Grayson? I mean, that doesn't really. That part does not fit with what's going on. Like, that would have fit, you know, several years ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, it doesn't fit with them. But, I mean, it's not supposed to. Because, I mean, you know, the Harley Quinn one is like Harley breaks up with Joker and she goes on the Bachelorette kind of shows. And then there's Raven, that is like a fantasy. She goes into some fantasy realm. So, you know, it's designed to get different readers, you know, because like the Wayne Family Adventures, I mean, I love it, but it definitely is a bit different. The family relationship is better than what's happening in some of the main comics. So, you know, it's just to hit more people. So it won't be exactly like, but I mean, the art is pretty good, and I mean, it's funny, and I'm a fan of that. I mean, the Harley Quinn one will probably be funnier because it's Harley Quinn, but they do classify Dick's as action and comedy. So
yeah, it's probably out of continuity since the whole Barbara thing and stuff. So I mean, it's like, don't worry about it. It's just a fun little story,
right? And I mean, he's going to be a model, which actually he already was for a hot minute. During Tentacle Monster era.
Yes.
But this one. But I mean, you can tell it's comedy because, hello, the butt in the name has 2 T's.
Exactly.
But yeah, it'll be a fun it'll be a fun thing to add to our repertoire, and I don't believe it will cost us extra money because I think it's supposed to come on to DC Universe Infinite. So hooray for that!
Oh wait, where is it at?
I think it'll be on DC Universe Infinite.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was out already. The first.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, the preview's out already, but I think once we get started, I think it will still be on Infinite.
Yeah.
I think I thought that was.
Oh, it's just the preview. I thought it was like the first chapter or something. Okay.
Well, I mean, it is a whole chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's.
But it's kind of like a preview.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it does say episode 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it says 79 pages, but I mean, like, that's hard to tell because, like, how can it be 79 pages?
It's all like digital only. Yeah. Although I could see it once it's all out digitally, they might like print it like on paper.
Yeah, probably like they did with the. Well, it's working. I clicked on it and it's working It's working online.
Oh, is it?
Like, it's working on the computer.
Maybe it's the apps because I tried to do it on my phone and my iPad and it wasn't.
Yeah. Huh. But yes, it says DC Go, a new frontier of webcomics publishing exclusively on DC Universe Infinite. So yeah, I think since we already have Infinite, we'll be good because the Webtoons is a different app, and so. Like, Webtoon is technically free.
Oh,
so
is it on Webtoons?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Webtoons is free. So I guess they're trying. So I'm thinking maybe they're trying to get some more of the Webtoons people to maybe invest in Infinite. Because I do feel like it's hitting I mean, there's obviously some crossover, but sometimes I read the comments, which is always, I should not do that. But sometimes I do. And a lot of times there are people in there who are like, I like these guys. What should I read? So there's definitely newbies in there. So I'm wondering if maybe DC's making these web comics that are a little more in the vein of like Wayne Family Adventures to encourage, to get the money of those people. Because it's all about those Benjamins.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I'm on Webtoons. I don't see it. What am I, an old man? Where is it?
No, wait, this is not on Webtoons. Only Wayne Family Adventures.
Oh, okay. I thought you said, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I thought it was the Infinite.
Yeah,
okay.
So this is supposed to be like Webtoon, but not.
All right, DC, as far as I can tell, your app's still not working. At least to search, so you can only read whatever's.
I mean, the outfit he's wearing on that catwalk, though, is so ridiculous.
Yeah, DC, I can't search on your app at the moment. Marvel, I can, but not DC. So, all right. I know.
I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure. Hopefully, they should get it cleared up soon. I'll be able to take a look. But this came out today. Batman Superman World's Finest 32 by Mr. Mark Waid.
Yeah.
This one was. This it's part 2 of us. What is it? Yes, Shadows Fall. Eclipso has imprisoned most of the Justice League. He takes control of Superman and Batman. And, of course, the first place they go is the Batcave, where guess who's there? Dick. And, Batman kind of, tosses them aside, and then he sees them going through the computer looking for satellites for some part of Eclipso's plan. So then Dick just, runs out of the cave going, hitters, I need hitters in transportation. So while Eclipso's doing his thing, Robin runs to the Justice Society.
Oh.
Yeah, because...
that's cool.
Yeah, because then they show Commissioner Gordon and Barbara's there, too. She's trying to call Batman with the bat signal, but then an Eclipso Batman shows up and, starts ripping apart the bat signal, and then Sandman, Hawkman, and the Spectre show up, but they, Eclipso's power is pretty strong, so the only way they can break him out of his hold is the Spectre creates the illusion of... the Spectre killing Dick, so that breaks Batman out of his little mind control there. Because he said, that was the wake-up call I needed. Thank you. Never do it again. Don't show me an image of Robin getting killed. And that's pretty much Dick's interaction, because, again, they kind of free the Justice League, but then Eclipso kind of, almost seems to transform everyone into, crystal at the end. But yeah, I mean, Dick calls in the cavalry, and I'm glad Mark Waid said that he he likes writing Dick as, in this book. He's like the third lead in this book.
Yeah, that's good.
So I remember asking him, like, will you ever put Wonder Woman? He's like, nah. He's like, I like writing those 3. I was like, okay, cool. And again, I mean, and again, he didn't want to say it's like a flashback thing. It's more like a timeless kind of book, but again, it's Dick's time as Robin and stuff, and Mark knows his DC history, so it works. But you know what else he wrote this week?
Yeah, we know! Woo!
Batman and Robin Year 1. Pull that up. Yep, Batman and Robin Year 1. With art by Chris Samney, who I remember with these two worked together on Captain America a few years back. It was really good. All right, so I know you read this one.
Yeah, I did. Hold on, I gotta open it up.
All right, here I'm gonna look at what you sent me.
And get back to the beginning.
Oh my, that's quite the look he's got going on in Nothing But Nightwing.
Yep. Okay. I got it up. I'm ready.
All right, so yeah, we open it up and with Bruce and Alfred talking about Dick, because as we see on page 3, I guess it's been 3 weeks or so since Dick's parents were murdered.
No, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, because Bruce and Alfred are talking about how Dick is extraordinary, compassionate, driven, quite physically skilled. He smolders with rage as you did. Does anyone orphaned by crime? Because again, I always took it at this point, because Alfred's like, do you really want to take him out the war on, as part of your war? And he's like, you know what? I turned him down. He's going to go out there unsupervised by himself. So.
I also think I like when Bruce says, I don't have any experience as a parent, and Alfred says, nor much as a child, frankly.
Oh, yeah. But you do know anger and you do know grief. But yeah, Dick's bored while reading these criminology books. And Alfred telling him about the importance of a good education. He's like, there's nothing better than nothing's more important than good education. And Dick sees the bat signal. I can think of one thing.
I love his outfit. It's very Batman 66.
Oh, the red sweater and yeah. Oh yeah, when they see the signal right out of the room, I just hear.
But I also love Bruce, how he's like, what are you gonna do? I don't know, Bruce, be a parent, but I know it's not your strong suit. That's funny.
So we see them, yeah. They see the Batmobile tearing out of the cave, and Dick's all excited. He's like, "This is it, the public debut of Batman and Robin." So yes, Dick has trained 3 weeks. Now we're going into the field. Speaking of 66, I love when Dick goes, "Maybe it's the Joker." Wham, pow. Then Bruce is like all quiet, and I love Dick's like, "Oh, I know this is serious." He heard people, and Batman says, "I usually spend the drive mentally preparing. If I'm quiet, it doesn't mean I'm angry. It just means I'm dropping all the pretense. When I'm wearing the mask, I'm me. Follow my lead." So I do like that. It's he's not being rude. He even tells him, he's like, no, I just mentally prepare on the drive in. So don't be upset. And then they get to the roof and introduce Gordon to Robin. There's 2 of you. I love Dick turns the signal off with his foot. Yeah, Gordon, you got to be kidding me.
I know.
You know this city. It's a war out there, and he's so young. Name a war that spares the young. That's dark, even for you. So yeah, it turns out it's Two-Face, and he stole a sealed file from the GCPD. And Gordon says, "I need it back unexamined, even by you." So I'm thinking it's a foul on Batman, right?
Yeah, could be.
I'm thinking someone's finally turned the tables on Batman, and it's a foul on, if you need to take down Batman. Because again, Two-Face, I'd be interested in that. Mm-hmm. And then because they're like, "Well, where's the 2 crime?" And then Gordon's like, "There is neither." And they're like, "Wait a minute, he never strays from his pattern." Then Dick jumps off the roof. No, kid, no, that's a 30-story fall. I love Batman. That's his element.
I like how he's in the original suit.
Oh, Dick? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that splash page. Yeah, the 2 of them just...
You do have a sense of humor?
Yes. You sure you're ready for this? Oh, you do have a sense of humor. So yeah, the Batman's saying, yeah, it's street informants. That's our lead. Not always loyal, but The guy throws a grenade at them. So they follow this guy. Oh, Dick, this thing got an ejector seat. He's like, no, even better, as he drives up the side of the wall. Dick, halt, yon evildoers.
Classic.
Yes.
I love it.
And I love how Bruce is like, I didn't tell him the car could go vertical. I wanted to test his adaptability on the fly. A+. So again, this Batman kind of complimentary. He's not just like, oh, that's satisfactory. No, he's like A+.
He's not a jerk. He's not a Frank Miller Batman.
No. He's like, he's confident, fearless. Oh yeah, so we do read, yes, the cape is bulletproof. It absorbs almost the full kinetic energy. You have anything short of a 950. So, by the way, yelling isn't the same as teamwork.
I jinx it by doing the worst thing possible, distracting him.
Yep. His dick just barely makes his jump. Yep. And they break into that warehouse where Two-Face is at. What is it, Bring Your Kid to Hell Day?
Oh, this is interesting. He has an R on the back, too.
Oh, wait, where's it? Wait, I didn't see that.
So I wasn't sure when he flips off. I saw an R and I was like, is he back flipping or front flipping? But now in this page, when he's jumping down, you see he has the little R and then he has like a big R on the back.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay. It almost looks like it's on the bed, like his back, like where his belt's at. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is on the utility belt.
But yeah, they fall into this trap, which also seems very 66.
Yep.
Yeah, because they both step on these panels and Two-Face is like, the floor's covered in pressure mines. Now I've caught a duo. Delicious. So yes, he's all happy. They caught two of them. And then Batman's like, why are you off your game? Why a single police foul? He's like, single? Is that right? Dick, Batman, why isn't he just murdering us? So yeah, and then Batman's like, Two-Face is saying about how the city's about to get a lot more dangerous, and then he's like, come on, Harvey, flip that coin. And he says, a new boss is moving in. He's been planting his advancement in Gotham for almost a year, and it seems they've just been ordered to go to war on the Batman. And then he wants to know who the boss is, and Dick's like, well, he at least told us that much, that the coin can't... Lucky the coin came up good side up, and then Two-Face starts laughing because, no, it didn't. Didn't it? He's like,
it wasn't a gift. It was a threat.
Yeah, because what's approaching is so merciless, so unbeatable, it doesn't matter whether you know or not. He's like, die here today at my hands, or soon at his. Your choice. So hit Two-Face and the goons leave, and Batman says, copy my movements precisely, jam the sliding plates, so they each pull out a batarang and hold it down, and then fire their grapple guns. Batman says, run like hell, and they get to a nearby rooftop. The Dick, do you really think those were live mines? Come on, I bet he was bluffing. And then we see one of the batarangs dislodged and the building blows up.
Yep. And his face in that last one, tonight's takeaway, never bet against the criminal mind. And he's like, like, what?
Yep. And then the last scene is at Moldoff Airfield. Mr. Grimaldi and his father have shown up on this private plane. I don't know if he's just technically, I don't know, is he a real general or not? But yeah, because his men call him General Grimaldi, salute and everything. He wants to know if everything's in place. So yes, then let's see how formidable the Bat is. I look forward to the challenge. And then he says, yeah, no one knows I've arrived. They're like, yes, sir. But I guess they can't let the stewardesses and the pilots and everything know they're there. So he must kill the whole flight crew. And that's how the story ends. So, what you think?
It's like the ring that they zero in on, that's on the old guy's hand, right?
What?
The ring they zero in on, that's the real old guy's hand.
I
think. It looks kind of skinny.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Because it looks like he's holding the side of his wheelchair, yeah.
I like it a lot. I was just curious. I didn't get a chance to look it up. Is this a new person, or has this Grimaldi been in stuff before?
I don't know. I was about to look that up right now because, again, it's Mark Waid, so that, could have been like a guy who showed up in one issue in 1963. It's, it's Mark Waid. You never know. But, yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. So it might be a new character. Yep. Nope. No. Wait. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything come up. So. Yep. Nope. No DC connections here. So it might be a new character.
That's awesome.
Which I wouldn't be. Oh my lord! So he's writing Batman, Robin Year One, and World's Finest. So yeah, characters can come back and forth, and went for the issue of World's Finest where it's just like, oh, remember General Grimaldi from years ago? Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I do like that we got the scene with Alfred in the beginning, and hey, we need Alfred back in the current book. So
I like the art; it works really well for the story.
It's
cute, but like not too cute.
Yeah, Chris Samney works well with Mark Waid. Yeah, they've worked together before. And again, that's what Mark was saying in his last time he showed up. He was because he even said he was asking Chris. He goes, what villains do you want to draw? And I guess he said Two-Face. He's like, okay, we're gonna put Two-Face in this story. So I think it helps too when the artist is like, oh yeah, I can't wait to draw this guy, or yeah. But yeah, no, I like it. I thought it was a good start. And again, we got 11 more issues. So
right, yeah, it is also kind of. I mean, I'm impressed that he went. I mean, it's kind of cool, and I understand that something Mark Waid would do. I think it's kind of cool. Like, he really kind of went back like a deep cut because, yeah, I mean, basically back in the day, it feels like Bruce let Dick be Batman or Bruce let Dick be Robin immediately. And I feel like in more recent things, they've tried to make Bruce like not have that happen. But yeah, he's been going back to the golden age of like, yeah, this kid just came to my house. I brought this kid to my house, and now he's gonna be Robin. Like you said, 3 weeks. That's barely any time at all.
Not even a month.
Yeah. So I'm also wondering if some of this is there'll need to be some, because that's not a lot of time to process your grief either.
No.
So.
And again, I mean, like Bruce said, he has no experience, so it's basically like, well, this is how I dealt with my grief. So once again, Bruce not the most. I don't want to say bad, but just he has no idea how to process that kind of grief either.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes, and you can definitely see that there's some stuff for where there can be stress because, yeah, I mean, your parents just dying 3 weeks ago is still have healing to do.
Oh, you think? Yeah. I mean, not even die, murdered in front of your eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes it sound like they've already taken care of Tony Zuko, but it'll be interesting to see if that turns out not to be the case.
Well, speaking of Zuko...
That's right.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Nightwing 118 kids, finally, a month late, almost a month late. Yes, we get Fallen Grayson Part 5, not only the last part of this story, but the last issue by Tom Taylor, as he's set to become the new Detective Comics writer here any day now.
Yeah, I think, is that coming out next week?
It might be. Yeah, I didn't look ahead yet, but probably, yeah, because I'd say either next week or the week after. Yeah, I can't wait to see that, because like I said, the art on that looks incredible. I can't wait to see what Tom does.
Know if Dick appears.
Oh, I'm sure he'll I'm sure he'll pop in from time to time.
Right, but I mean, none of the Robins have been a detective for a while, right?
Well, in the last story, they kind of had everyone like you'd see there was like a big battle in Gotham. You'd see people here, people there. I'm trying to remember what's the next issue of. Oh man, Detectives. Here we go. Yeah, looks like next week, Detective 1090. So 1100's right around the corner. Yep. Oh yeah, Mikhail Janin. Yeah. Oh lord, we're gonna get into the Thomas and Martha Wayne murder again. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be like this whole Nightwing thing where it's like, yeah, here's something you didn't know about it. But yeah, like I said, the art looks incredible. All right, so Nightwing 118. Of course. Well, speaking of Zuko, we see him get arrested here. But then the cops let him out because one of them is like, oh no, he has my kid. And then we see Heartless. Blockbuster's heart is not going to last too much longer, so he's like, he wants Dick Grayson's heart. But then makes another public announcement as saying he's Dick Grayson. Basically, he's going to blow up Haven. My people will level Haven if you choose to stay, but if you do know that there will be no Haven, there will just be blood. But then we see the Batgirls and Batman and Tim and Damian are out there looking for the kids. We see
shaved off the beard.
Yeah, I love Barbara. Where are you going? To clear my name, take down a monster, and walk the dog.
Like, yeah.
So yeah, Heartless and his men show up in Haven. The people are there to try to stop him, but then as the bulldozer starts and knocks, he knocked over the Alfred statue. How dare you?
Yeah, he's a big jerk. So,
but then Dick shows up as Dick Grayson with Haley. He's like, turn around and leave, and everyone's like, Dick Grayson, but I told you he wasn't Heartless. And I'm just like, okay, I know it's a comic book, but it's like Heartless's mask only really covers like most of his face and like maybe a little bit on the side. You can't tell he has blonde hair.
Maybe they think he dyed it. Because, I mean, this is kind of the first time they've really seen him, right?
I guess. Yeah, maybe some people don't know what Dick looks like. I don't know. So, yeah, so Dick's basically in his face.
Well, I don't know. I think, what's his face? He was Heartless. Sheldon was probably thinking he'd come as Nightwing.
Oh, yeah.
I would think, maybe.
So, yeah, he confronts him as Dick. And I love, he's like, yeah. You tried to frame me. You wanted to hurt the city. The people are resilient. The Heartless goes, I know who you are, Nightwing, under his breath. And Dick goes, and I know who you are, Sheldon. I'm ready to face the full consequences of my dual identities becoming public. Are you? I love the phone rings. He's like, hold on, I'll take this. And his sister Mayor calls and says, Dick, I'm with Oracle, even though she's dressed like Batgirl. She said, yeah, the others, they found all the children being held hostage. The commissioner has them. So that's when Dick turns to all Heartless's men and holds up his phone and says, that wasn't the mayor. To any of you working for this man, out of fear for your loved ones, I want you to know that the children Heartless was holding hostage are all free. They're safe. The man controlling you no longer has any control. And Levy looks at Heartless. You know the difference between your people and mine? My people actually like me.
Yes. As they then punch Heartless in the face.
Turn on him.
Oh, wait, in the chest, excuse me.
Yeah, they turn on him.
Yeah, because he sucks.
And then Dick says to the kid Elliot, will you hold my dog? Yeah, of course. So Dick chases Heartless, and Haley gets away, though. She wants to chase him. And Dick's changing on the street as he's chasing Heartless. Because he says, yeah, thanks to all his enhancements, he's a lot faster than me, which means he's keeping me close on purpose. Then, Heartless goes high, and then he jumps down, and he's like, maybe we can find you some stairs or gradually sloping decline. And Dick's like, he thinks I still can't jump. Thinks I'm afraid. Heartless thinks he broke me, but I put myself back together. I see him jump off the roof there, and then I love that look. How? And then I love that panel, just him kicking him in the chest. Yeah,
it's pretty good. My teeth, just like old times.
There's no way I'm letting you escape, Heartless. And then, what's this guy's name? Evil Alfred is just like, you think you can hurt my child? And he's like, damn it. So yeah, Heartless gets the drop on Nightwing and he has a gun to the back of his head. I'm like, oh no, don't tell me he's gonna get shot in the head for the third time.
No wait, I was a little bit confused. I guess they both have guns. So I was like, is it Heartless who has the gun on Dick, or is it the Evil Alfred?
Oh no, I thought it was Evil Alfred because Haley shows up, grabs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Evil Alfred's arm in her mouth, and then pulls the gun and takes the shot for Dick. I was like, oh, don't you dare. But yeah, Evil Alfred goes in the water. And then Zuko's there too. He's like, I can't see him. And Heartless says, this all started with you. I thought I modeled myself off you. I didn't know who I was until the Fallen Grayson hit the ground. But you weren't even trying to murder the parents. It was all about him. I thought you made me, Zuko, but I guess I made myself. But at least I get to take something else from you, Dick. And Dick's like, no. I get to take your justice. And uses that heart grabbing gun on Zuko's head. So Zuko's dead again.
That happens to him a lot.
I know, but yeah, Dick's like, Zuko was supposed to be put on trial. He was supposed to answer for his crimes. He was supposed to answer for what he did to my parents. This man has taken so much. So yeah, Dick lays Haley down, and then Heartless swings at Dick, and he's like, Shelton's big and strong and merciless. That's always been enough for him, but it's not enough for me. As he just like dodges his punches and hits him back. Heartless, are you angry? I'm just over it. Over you. Everyone like you. The self-obsessed, the greedy, the entitled. You thought you could buy strength, but you didn't put in any work. You bought brute force, and that doesn't make you powerful. And Heartless picks up that shipping container. I am. But then that heart's messing up, and Dick's like, what's wrong? He's like, oh, heart, Blockbuster's heart. Dick, Blockbuster, oh man, he took that heart from a gorilla. So I'm like, okay, like I said, I thought we've slowly rolled back all the New 52 stuff. So I'm like, okay, so the 90s story's still in play. Okay, that's the only time I know
everything old is new again.
That's right. But not his death at the hands of Tarantula. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully not, because then he also got raped. It would be nice if he could have less.
No. I mean, Blockbuster didn't get murdered by Tarantula because he was around till just recently. So.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So we're picking and choosing what's in continuity and what's not.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I hope that rape's.
That's the beauty.
I hope the rape's not there anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys really should have done some research before taking a third hand to ape heart.
Looks like his face is falling apart too.
Yeah, well, I think he's part cyborg, so he's like all metal underneath there and stuff. Yeah, but Dick's still willing to like save him, and Hart was like, "You can give me your heart." And Dick's like, "No, pathetic. There's nothing you can do to save me. So that's it. What a waste. An entire life lived, and you added nothing to the world." And Heartless says, "Yeah, I took the hearts of 36 parents in the city alone. Everyone will remember Shelton Lau." He's like, "No one will. You think I could be forgotten? I'm heartless. So what? You're not special. You're just a violent, cruel bleep with a monkey heart." We'll hide your real name. Shelton Lau and Heartless will never be linked. You can't. I can't. I'll have help doing it. Oracle will erase you. Only your victims will be remembered and celebrated. You will be repurposed. You will turn into a symbol of what the city can overcome. Another savage evil who couldn't beat us. Nameless and faceless. A reminder that the city can fight monsters and win, as he picks up Haley. And then next we see Dick at his parents' grave talking to them. And then his sister shows up. So I can't remember. So his sister's bodyguard. So that's her girlfriend. I'm like, did we have that information before or no?
Well, no, it's her wife. So I don't think
the wife.
I don't think they confirmed that. I just feel like that was the assumption I was making.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm just like,
I feel like it was heavily implied. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but they never came out and said it. Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I was like, okay. I was like, I'm like, did I forget? Or I'm like, it's just. But yeah, like you said, it was heavily implied. But
yeah, I definitely feel like I would have remembered if wife. So I mean, definitely it felt like girlfriend, like they were together. But this is the confirmation that they're married. Yeah. I didn't know that I'd assumed they were together. I didn't know they were married.
I mean, I guess there's no problem with it, but I don't know. It seems weird that like your spouse is your bodyguard.
How they met.
I guess, yeah. But I mean, you can always get another bodyguard. I mean, do you really want your spouse to be in the line of fight? If you're getting shot at, you want them to. Well,
Well, I don't know if maybe also since Blockbuster was trying to lean on her and stuff, since he thought she was Zuko's daughter. I'm also wondering if it was kind of, I'm gonna tell people that that's my bodyguard, so they don't know she's my spouse, so they don't try to hurt her.
Or it's like, too, you can trust this bodyguard.
That
too. Oh, and then those roses Barbara gives him to put on the grave, the Pennyworth blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like this because, he's telling his parents about Alfred and everything, and then under his breath, he's like, "Mom, Dad, that's Babs. I hope I get to marry her one day." Me too, bro. Me too.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to finally come and say thank you. I love you. And I wanted to tell you that I found a new home. My heart is here. And then we see Nightwing and Batgirl. And I'm assuming that's a confirmation that she lived. Haley sitting next to them.
Right.
So.
Bitewing. You can't put a good dog down that easily.
Good. Because at first I was like, wait a minute. We didn't see Haley. What happened? But yeah. Yeah, I like that last page. Cool. It's almost like a impressionist painting, just the sky.
Yeah, it's kind of like Van Gogh. Yeah.
All right, so what do you think? The wrap up of Tom Taylor's run. What did you think?
Yeah, it was good. It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like a huge, big.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. I feel like some people might be a little disappointed that it wasn't more of a, I don't know, like big thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you wrapped up the Heartless thing, and Zuko, all that.
He emphasized what he wanted to emphasize, and I think the only thing that surprised me was that Heartless ended up dying. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that he ended up dying. I was a little surprised that he just lay there and died, and Nightwing was standing there. I mean, there wasn't really anything that anyone could do. I guess I should say I was impressed that he died while Nightwing was there, and Nightwing was torturing himself.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I think you had to take him back to that secret lab, and even if he had a heart, you'd have to do I don't know what evil Alfred had to do, like to put the new heart in, but.
No, yeah, I'm not saying, yeah, it made sense with that. I'm just saying I'm impressed that they have allowed him to be healthy enough that he realizes there was nothing I could do, and I don't need to sit here and feel guilty about Heartless being dead,
Well, especially after this guy killed like 36 people, it's like, that's
No, I know. It's just sometimes,
I know,
like after Blockbuster, or sometimes depending on the writer, then after that happens, Bruce would go into, some sort of spiral of guilt about like, oh, I couldn't save him or whatever. So like, I was impressed that he died and we don't have to have a guilt trip.
I had a feeling when he found out Dick was Nightwing, I was like, yeah, this guy's probably going to end up dead by the end.
Yeah, and I'd kind of forgotten that he needed those hearts to survive and that he wasn't just collecting it to be a jerk. So, yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense. Like I said, I was just surprised, pleased, but surprised. I mean, it's very fitting with Tom's run, but also I could have seen another writer then using this as like fuel for angst. So I feel like that's not going to happen, and I'm glad.
Yeah. And again, like you were saying earlier, it wasn't like a big like explosion moment or anything. And again, I think that's like Tom's signature for this book, where it was more about the human moments and not the And again, we did get some good action scenes, like I said, when he jumps off the thing and surprises Heartless and kicks him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was satisfied with this. Were you?
Like, I've mostly been satisfied that we didn't have all kinds of tedious relationship drama. Like, he's getting along with people are getting along with him. He's with Barbara. It's normal. He and Bruce aren't fighting. Like, no one's being a jerk face. It's nice.
Yes. All right. So anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. So yes, next week, again, more new issues. We'll get the next issue of Nightwing 119 with the new creative team. So we'll see what we get there, and we'll get to Titans number, what is that, 16? It's right here. Yep, 16.
Which is also the new team. So
yes, also a new team. So yes, both all-in books. So, and then I don't think there's a date yet. I was looking, but I think sometime in November, Harley Quinn season 5 is supposed to premiere. So,
oh, nice.
We had a Nightwing cliffhanger there. So, hopefully,
right? Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe, maybe in November we'll be able to discuss that. All right, but yes,
I'm sure it will be a hot mess.
Yes, but next week, more new issues. All right, kids. So, send us your thoughts on these new issues. Again, the upcoming issues. Anything. If you want to submit a request for a Dick Grayson story for us to cover in 2025, send it in. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics episodes, social media, merch. Get your new merch, get your classic merch. There's a Cash App link. So if you want to rain random money on us, we'll lift that up to threaten you. And of course the Patreon, where again, you never know what you're going to get there. It's always uncensored, exclusive to you. And if you're a patron, you can request topics for me and Lilith to discuss, as Justin has already done. So find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, and find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right. Now, enough of that nonsense. Now for the real plug here. All right. And again, if you need more Dick Grayson in your life, and you always do, and you want to dazzle your friends with your knowledge of all things Dick Grayson, yes, you must pick up Dick Grayson Boy Wonder on Amazon. Again, you're on Amazon. Go pick it up. Makes great Christmas present. Makes great stocking stuffers for Christmas. Or any holiday.
I need a big stocking.
Some people do. Or heck, it would be great dinner table conversation for Thanksgiving. So yeah, get it now. Read it. show your family your knowledge of Dick Grayson. So yes, it's on Amazon now. And then of course, you buy that, you do support an educator. So there you go.
That's right.
All right, kids. All right, thank you for joining us. Again, next week, more new books. The next issue of Nightwing. Well, we're gonna want that every time now. A new Nightwing book every week. Come on, let's put out multiple Nightwing books every month. Come on, the regular Nightwing book, Untold Tales of Nightwing. Come on, do one of those anthology books where everything, people can write stories of Dick in, any era. You do Dick as Robin, Dick as Nightwing, Agent 37 as Batman.
You could throw in Earth 2, Dick, where he's grown up Robin.
True.
Wears those pants.
Titan stories. You can do it all. Alright, kids, come back. Remember, join us same wing time.
Same wing chick.
Nightwing News. Alright, thank you, Tom Taylor.